Okay, sometimes I find it difficult to talk about how much I make, my earnings, because back in those days, and I would share my earnings. Oh, if I make up to a million, 10 million back in the days, I say, oh, I made this amount with so much enthusiasm, happiness. It's me saying, I can't believe I would be able to make this amount, and me trying to say, oh, I'm glad I'm making this, like a celebration. When a child just recently scored a point, did something he believed he wouldn't do. And then I will get lots of messages in my DM, people telling me, "Oh, you're proud. Oh, you're too loud. Oh, you make so and so amount. Why can't you keep it to yourself? What's the essence of showing off?" I mean, those things were just me celebrating and being happy. Having been someone who, like, I trained myself in school, didn't have parental support. I don't think anyone even envisioned I would become half of what I am. And it's a beautiful thing that despite not having parental support, family support, I basically struggled, trained myself throughout school, got numerous degrees, became a software developer, built a company for myself. And so when I actually celebrate my wins, it's me saying, oh, despite all odds, I did it. But I mean, some people are saddest in life, so they've not had a reason to celebrate. And so you celebrating feels like you're making mockery of them. And so they jump onto you to say you're proud and blah, blah, blah. I just want to let you all know that for the past 2 years plus, especially since I started making money from Google Adsense, I've not made as much as I made this April. This April was beautiful. Like, I can't score the exact amount because I wouldn't want, I don't know, before sadist steps in, but it's somewhere around the six figure. Um, I've I've really really hoped for so much. I think last year I wanted to get a Ferrari. There was this point I was so obsessed with the Ferrari, and I was like, I'm gonna get it. Before now, my favorite car used to be my Crosstour because I love it a whole lot. It's something I planned Sago buy and well for years before I finally got it. And I think I shared the story one time. There was this guy that was driving on that Crosstour and took my girlfriend when I was in school. So I told myself I would get it. After I got it, I bought so many cars, but I was just so particular about it. So one car that I've been particular about since last year has been a Ferrari. It's not like I can't liquidate my whole self to get it, but I mean that is stupid, right? You don't buy a car and then you feel like something left you. So Google AdSense has been paying extremely well, especially this April, which is the highest of all. Like, I was scared at the point, and my fear was, okay, this might be the point my AdSense account will get blocked because the earnings from every section was quite high. I even had someone reach out to me. Let me see if I can find my Telegram. I don't know. I don't know how they actually got my contact. Maybe they actually got it from. Let me find that thing. They actually got it from. I don't know. I'm just guessing. Maybe I don't know. I don't know how to really got my number. Wow, my Telegram. Like, but I didn't really give the guy a response. I'm looking for the chat. Hold on. This is it. This is the chat. It's a +49. I don't know what country is +49. Hi, Danny. I work for a click fraud detection company. I would love to review your bot calls and write about it. It's is that is that something you'd be interested in? Thanks. This is it. I don't know if you can actually read it. But let me see if I can. My front camera is dirty. You might not be able to see it. So as usual, my message, how you doing? He said, thank you for your message, blah 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 blah. Well, me, I'm even having skepticism. Some people will tell you that I don't really talk much about the Google AdSense, but I don't tell you things deeply. It's true, it's not like you. In as much as I tell things about the Google AdSense, there's certain things I'm quite wary of sharing. I have skepticism to show much. Like, if I'm actually talking to someone, okay, that I'm not gonna start telling you how I actually filter people. But if I see people who are just new and are basically wanting to join the Google AdSense system, genuinely, and they already have like a page already, and they've been in need for some time, let them in. I think my teaching it open and still secluded. Like my biggest algorithm, the one I get to click on ads, it's not something I really want to explain. I can teach you how to put your mouse on a particular ad, how to scroll the page to look for where the ads are and click on it. But the deep algorithms I use, I mean, obviously it's not something I want to disclose with anyone. And I'm scared and I'm happy. I'm scared because my earnings this April was all high. I just hope Google doesn't really fix things up. Google has been investing so much on AI detections for clicks. I'm not the only person who does this stuff. Oh. Like there are lots of good people all over the world. I think everybody's just being bent secretive. I'm just somebody who's good in leverage. So anything I know, I try to leverage it. Like just like I figured out under 1.5 on sports betting, I could easily just lock myself indoors and keep playing the under 1.5. But I decided to share the tips, leverage it. So try to maximize all the innings I can make, before the system clamps. Because I know this betting company has said, oh, they want to do something. So I have this mentality and mindset, and nothing lasts forever. So if I figure out the hole, what I'm eating from that hole, I know there's limited, how do I put it? Should I use the word bandwidth? But there's a limited rate I can actually eat. So what I do is to just call out of people who leverage it and I get a cut. So that's the kind of person I am. If I see where there is gold, I know I can be packing that gold, but I know that maybe the owners of the gold, or let's just say the gold is in a place where the government might discover soon. So I rather call out of people to come and help me pack the gold and I get a cut from each person who packs. Yeah, that's the kind of person I am. So the Google AdSense paid all high this April. And what I actually have in my mind at the moment is to, I don't know. I don't know if to use the word go on a hold at the moment, because like I said, it's good and it's bad. It's a positive news for me because it was all high, and it's still a part of me is telling me I should reduce my innings. Not really my innings, my like I should reduce my activity rather, because activities is what actually gives you the earnings. Um, hmm, think about that. I think I will just go solo a bit. So the way it actually works, what really gives you excessive earnings or big earnings on Google AdSense, it's not usually the views. There's three major things. The first one is the interest of the persona or the personality. So each person has a browser history that helps define what they would see. For instance, if I'm a mother and I have a Gmail account, I have a female name, or my sex on my Google account is female, and what I browse often is kids related stuff, baby related stuff, recipes, and that is just basically all I do often. And now, if I meet like a calm music or a calm stream music, I would see things related to baby stuff or what I do as a woman. I'm giving an instance if I'm a woman. And then if I'm a man who is off to like an investor, I'm always trying to look for the next firm I'm going to invest in. I would start seeing adverts from like Robinhood, adverts from Bamboo, adverts from investment company. Now the two differences, those investment companies they pay heavily just to have their ads displayed on their prospective, audience, which is people like me. I'm giving you an instance. If I'm an investor, maybe constantly I'm browsing about stocks and all that. So they pay heavily to get the attention of people like me because people like me are who they want to patronize them. They don't just want random people to be seen advert on Okta FS and all that. So if I'm also producing baby things, like I produce baby clothes, baby wears, I'm looking for mothers who are actually taking care of their kids. I won't just be taking my ads to like everybody. Imagine showing baby adverts to like maybe me as a man who's only interested in investment. I mean that's like a waste of ads budget. So the way Google AI actually works is to understand what people's personality are, or what people's personality is, and then show adverts related to what their personality is. So I see lots of people feel it's just their niche. Yes, your niche also helps. What you do helps because I mean obviously what you do attracts firstly the kind of people who will be coming in. So if I do content around investment, I mean obviously only investment people will come in, and that means investment companies will show their ads. But the kind of niche we use, we do not really do unique content. Like, I don't do unique content where I will sit down and start telling you, making videos about investment, or okay, I think I don't even use my bot on Relapse. I want to be able to grade it organically. I know how it works, my audience organically. But other pages where I use my bot on, I don't create like unique videos or niches. What I basically do often is to do live streaming on video, car music, gaming. Most times, even the gamings are actually just pre-recorded. So that's how I just live stream pre-recorded videos using OBS. Most times it's car music. So how I get my innings is I nurse or I farm. We have what we call click farm or stream farm or personality farm, whichever. Click bot farm, any of them. What Within my own farming, I've created a system where I get to build bots that are into the high CPC niches. So let's say for instance, like the investment I gave you right now. So you create up a Google account, put it up, fit a particular persona because I'm a I'm a data analyst rather. So I do my analytics like properly. I know particular audience, people who are in particular ranges who often consume certain content. So I create my bot in such a way that, or I make my personality, create Google account, then generate histories. It's not something I do peculiar for one bot. So I already have an algorithm that does all these things automatically. So I don't just sit down and do them all by myself. Although I kind of tweak the system because my AIs are not that smart enough to, not like it's not smart enough. I mean, as time goes on, I'll keep getting better in it. And just like as Rainapps is automatically, it predicts games and does everything itself. I feel one day I would no longer have to, what's it called again? I will no longer have to supervise my bots. That's if Google doesn't, catch up with me. Okay, so basically we farm up the personalities, we build up the personalities more, and the personalities now determine what they would see when they come into like a car music stream. Like a car music stream, for instance, if I'm streaming a car music right now, this is me streaming a music that is calm, right? So it's not really a niche that, okay, if you're doing content on cryptocurrency, yes, only cryptocurrency people will find you. But I mean, anybody googling for a car music just wants to relax. So Google will not start showing you things on car music. It will just basically give you like normal ads, and so that is where your personality, which is your history, search histories, and all that comes in. So that is where those personalities we have farmed so far comes in. And that is where we're now able to say, okay, if you've built a personality, for instance, around gambling or around insurance, like you've generated search histories and all that within the account. Now fine, that is where that person starts, or that bot instance starts seeing advert like that. And then the next thing that actually gets you paid, it's your engagement rate. What people do not know is seeing the videos alone do not really earn you much on Google AdSense, but clicks. So, and even the clicks will call invalid clicks, the clicks will call follow through clicks, and full landing clicks. So I'm going to start with invalid clicks. Invalid clicks is those fake clicks that they just click even before the page opens. Like imagine you click on an advert never even load finish, you don't cancel them. What you don't know is Google has analytics on those pages. So once you click on an advert, Google is already tracking that page to know how long you spent on that website, what you did on that website. So people who create bots just create bots that will just click on an advert. They don't even let the page land, and it will show on your Google AdSense dashboard that yes, an advert was clicked. But what you don't know is that that click is invalid because it did not really last for long. The second one, not flowing through, it's when you click on an advert, maybe it's like a form, because what people don't really know is like Google actually does, I don't know how they do it, but they actually tag every single pages. Like they tag pages. For instance, if I want to advertise with Google and I want Google to bring visitors to my website, Google will first of all go and inspect my website. Yes, so this is why if you have a website that has to do with pharmacy like drugs, if you have a website that does adult content like pornography or sports betting, Google will ask you, do you have a gambling degree, like a lottery, a certificate to show you're being approved by the government to be a gambling company, because your website is talking about gambling. If you don't say yes, you don't provide your certificate, Google will not accept you. How do I know? Years ago, I was trying to advertise things on my Google. I was trying to advertise my sports betting prediction on Google. They did not let me. Even Facebook now doesn't let us anymore because they said we need a gambling license. So I'm in the process of procuring one. But now I'm just giving you an instance. The same thing with drugs. So Google actually goes through, the landing pages of those advertisers. And so most pages, they already have like it's not just Google doing it specifically, but these systems have been built over the time to be able to know, okay, this is a page that requires login. So most bots would actually open the page, but it doesn't go through the page to at least interact with the forms that are there. There's already a typical behavior to show. Like Google Analytics is on every page that you often land to. For instance, when a normal human being comes there, they'll open the page, they will fill a form, and then they will not click next. Sometimes they won't end up buying the products from the website, but at least they've tried to create a free trial, right? Maybe the advert is something related to free trial. Well, now your own bot will just open the page will just land, it will just scroll up, scroll down, and close. It's not reacting the way other people react. So this is part of what I get to teach on my Adsense course. Like, it's heavy anyway, and that's why when I see most people complain, can you just give me the bot code? Let me just go and install it. Yeah, it's possible, but I mean, it's beautiful. You also learn how the whole thing works. That way, you appreciate the whole system. Yeah, and you appreciate more of what you're getting. So my own bots are actually see-through. So that means when they click on an advert, they follow the advert through to the end. So this simply means if I have 200 clicks, let's say the CPC is like 50 cents for instance, which means 2 clicks $1, and I have 200 clicks, which means $100 because each click is 50 cents. Let's say $100. Now I'll get paid $100, and you'll be like, oh, you're having 200 clicks, but I have 2,000 clicks. Now what you don't know is your 2,000 clicks might not probably be see-through. Maybe they were not all done to the last. Maybe they were invalid traffic. So many things could be, but mine, anything that engages within any advert around my niche or my page or any of my channels, it's all validated. So it's beautiful. Sometimes when I come to talk about my bots, I say it with so much happiness because it took me years to be able to build this masterpiece. I don't talk about it much. Can't remember the last time I did a video on Google AdSense. I can't recall. I don't really talk much about it. I don't know. I don't know how to talk anymore. When you show how much you earn, people feel you show too much. When you don't still talk, they'll be like, oh, let's see proofs. So, but I'm really past the stage of trying to prove anything to anyone. If anyone actually asks me anything as to do Google AdSense, I tell you, or like stuff like, oh, is this real? I've seen lots of scammers. I tell you, I think the easiest way to be able to know when one is real and one is fake, it's from the depth of their knowledge. Like, you can't really fake something you know or something you don't know, right? The easiest way to spot something is to actually engage that person on a conversation. Like when you see most people talk about Google AdSense bots, they can't hold a conversation for 10 minutes. You can't actually ask them technical questions. They can't even explain why certain things were done because, I mean, obviously they don't even know shit. There's still some genuine programmers who created bots that would click on things. They'll just tell you, oh, the bot comes there, clicks on this, but they have not really made money from it. You're talking to somebody who has made money, who has created a bot, who has made money from the bots, who has also had so many trial and errors. Like all these things you're seeing me talk about see through, it's because at the beginning there were points I'll click on advert tired, be showing invalid traffic. So these are years of experience that I've been able to merge into creating a bot that is completely undetectable. Now somebody who just created a bot that is not making money, if you ask him, what are your mechanisms to make sure Google doesn't spot this bot, and how can Google not spot a bot, or what does Google look, or how does Google differentiate a fake bot? He'll just tell you, are you buying my bot or not? Or he might not be able to answer you. That's because he's just a software programmer that created a normal bot script that just does to create a click bot is easy. It's not hard. I can sit right now on my computer, and in less than 30 minutes I'll create a simple bot that click on an advert. Why my bot is extremely undetectable? It's not just the click, it's the actions behind the click. Because a human being doesn't just click on advertisement carefully. There's certain things that needs to be there. You don't know, but as somebody who has done AI for long, every single thing you do on your computer, on your phone, it's actually being influenced by something. There's always a history that leads to something. So Google actually verifies basically every single thing they show you from your interactions. And when you don't interact with something, they stop showing you. So Google can be showing me a particular set of niche, and I don't react with them. And after then, Google will stop showing me. But if Google shows me like a video of one comedian, he's very funny, and I watched the video to the last, and I liked it, and I commented, I will start seeing more comedy videos. So the system is created in a way that it shows you what it should. So people just create bots that will just come in and do random things. And when Google tries to verify the personalities of those bots, they're what we call zombie bots. Zombie bots are just bots that just span from nowhere. They zigzag. They want to click every single advert. Man, you guys should join my Adsense bot course. It's something you're going to learn. I don't know how long we're going to be cashing out or getting high payouts. It's heavily paying out at the moment. We just hope it keeps being this way consistently. Today is what? Today is the 23rd of April. Whoa, I just wish every month payout can be as April.